All right, welcome back to the Pratt Pack Gym. Listen, tonight Drew Monod, as I mentioned, will be with us talking Hollywood and the summer box office. And he and I, and like John Mowat last night, big fans of what they do in Hollywood at all levels, whether it be motion pictures, television, and of course in New York on that Broadway stage. But for those of us who have been involved in entertainment, when we see it, it makes us feel good to see that, well, perfection, that shot, right? But it also, ladies and gentlemen, we know that it takes days, weeks, months sometimes to get that very short scene that you see, right? And it really is hard work, but it means so much to our economy and who we all are. And some of the hardest working people anywhere in the world work in Hollywood and work in entertainment. But what I admire is the fact that some people can actually make it work, meaning their personal life. And I've always admired people who have found a way to fall in love and stay in love and build a wonderful nucleus that is a family and maintain a career in Hollywood. But as in life, whether they be in Hollywood or right here in our region, people have their ups and downs and they have to deal with tragedy and triumph. Well, today, Roger Smith passed away, and I know a lot of you are saying Smith, that could be anyone, especially if you're not a baby boomer. But for those of us who know the name Roger Smith and connected to Hollywood, we think of that handsome leading man who starred with Efren Zimbalist Jr. in 77 Sunset Strip. And of course, he went on to have a really good career, starring at times in some of the other television hits of that time, such as Surfside 6 and Hawaiian Eye. Also, some of the movies he participated in, Annie Mame, Man of a Thousand Faces. But what he was most famous for, I think, was his ability to marry a woman and stay with a woman who obviously had her fans. The legendary and truly one of my all-time favorites, dating back to those great movies like Bye Bye Birdie and the times that she starred with Elvis, of course, in Viva Las Vegas, just to name one. The beautiful Anne Margaret, who, in my opinion, one of the most underrated total performers as far as acting, singing, dancing. She could do it all. And for many years, she was a top headliner in Las Vegas. But at her side, her husband, Roger Smith. On May 8th, they celebrated their 50th anniversary as a couple and as a man and wife couple. And in Hollywood, folks, that is pretty amazing. But if you know the story of Anne Margaret as far as her mother and what she was able to do with her career and the life and legacy of Roger Smith, who in 1980, found out that he had myasthenia gravis, decided to retire and give up his career to fight the cause that was the disease he was suffering from and eventually would take his life as it did today. I don't think you could ask for anything more between two people who were nothing but, in my opinion, everything that was good, not just in Hollywood, but for anyone to look upon as a role model to see how you could actually, pay it forward with your life. And at times when you struggle, keep it all together. So I just wanted to take a little time to send out my thoughts and prayers to their family and know that Roger Smith was one of my favorites. But what I admired about him always was the fact that he truly was a leader amongst men in Hollywood. He understood how the system worked. He knew what he had to do to get a paycheck. And more importantly, when he had to kind of step aside and fight adversity, no one fought harder or longer than Roger Smith. He died today, but because of great nostalgic television, we'll be able to see him for many years to come. And just know this, he will leave a legacy that will be enjoyed for generations. Have a great day from the Pratt Pack Gym.